Welcome back, viewers. Now that we've made our way through the dungeon with Mestral and picked up a extra bit of a thing, we've got a couple things. Alright, so we've got Black Rose. Anything on our side? Well, I got a virus core. We're one step closer. Gardinia is inviting us to a dungeon. And we also started Gardinia's mail tree as well. So I've got the mail tree started with Black Rose, Natsume, Mistral, and Gardinia now. Now I'm just missing Sanjuro and Pyros. And now we've also got challenged by Albert, the early bird. The second, no, third? Yeah, no? Maybe? Yeah, third Gob King. And nothing new's out. Alright, so after we've told Black Rose about the virus core, we can then also progress with the story. But this is going to be a side quest episode. In other words, taking care of Goblin Tag and that kind of stuff.
Theta, cursed despaired paradise. You are coming with me, right?
Sure.
Maybe later.
Let's try it out.
I've got other shit to do, Goldblum. Starting off by going to Theta. Because Goblin Tag. Now, Albert the early bird is why I was saving up and why I will still be saving up the moon spells. These are going to make dealing with Albert the early bird much easier. Just take my advice, viewers. Stock up on the moon spells or get an equipment that allows you to cast Muminlay.
Albert the early bird. I don't get up at 5 for nothing.
You get up way too fucking early, bro. So, with Albert the early bird, we can put his ass to sleep. Albert the early bird is the first Gob King that can be considered really annoying to take care of because he's fast enough to be able to, one, slip out of range of your Thunder Coil or insert other random skill here. He's really hard to hit with magic. And he, I believe, is also fast enough to where it's extremely hard to catch up with him when you are using... Does the spell sword have wood on it? No. Damn. I was hoping that it did. Anyways, he is, I believe, fast enough to where even with the speed charm used, you still will probably have a hard time catching up to him. Basically, Albert the early bird, if you don't know how to manipulate his ass, is the first real challenge in the Gob Kings. If you do know how to manipulate his ass like I do, well, the only real challenge you'll have with the 4 Gob Kings is the final one, Martina R. Or not Martina R, Martina. Martina can and is kind of a bitch to kill. So, we've defeated Albert.
I didn't sleep much last night. Too excited. Sleep is good.
It sounds like you're having sex with sleep, Albert. You should probably make that a different, or you should probably say that a different way from now on. Sleep is good. Wink. Alright, so let's go on and drop off the goblin legs. Now we've got the complete set of goblin equipment, I believe. Except for the one item that you get from Martina, and we can't fight against Martina until the end of game, or until after the game ends. So yeah, we've got the first goblin set. Goblin cap, goblin mail, goblin gloves, and goblin boots. Lowers wood tolerance, apparently. Poisons. Dacto, slows enemies down. And Majle, I guess, curses enemies. I don't fucking know. But more importantly, I'll actually go on and withdraw the whole of the goblin set. I can't remember if you're allowed to do this right away, but I'm gonna check anyways. Equip all 4 of the goblin sets, and there we go. We get level 1 summon goblin spell. That is pretty much the only reason why you would ever want to collect the goblin set, is just that way you can have the summon goblin spell. Everything else is generally worthless to me. Okay, so let's re-equip my shit. And I was on that. So, there we go. Goblin cap, goblin mail, goblin gloves, goblin boots. Alright. Hawk the rest of my shit, because I forgot to do that at the end of the last episode. But yeah, in each game you will fight a better iteration of the 4 Gob Kings, so it is still, after you defeated Albert, you still want to hold on to as many moon and speed charms as you can. Especially with the later on Gob Kings, they can get really fucking annoying really fucking quick. Alright. Before I move on, Pyros, get your stupid ass in here. May as well upgrade his equipment, begrudgingly. I may not like you, Pyros, but if I'm going to be forced to use you, I may as well at least upgrade your shit. Alright, now get the fuck out of my party. Because me and Gardinia have a date. Oh yeah. Go on and get the patty ready. Gardinia. And Mistral. Before I go, I may as well see if my Iron Grunty has any better weapons.
Master?
Sharp Blade. Nope, nothing of use yet. Well, that might be useful later, but not now. Alright. So let's go do some shit. I'll do your thing later, Mistral. Sorry, but as everybody already knows, or not Mistral, Black Rose. Sorry, but as everybody already knows, the best time to do side quests is when the world is in peril. Do not question my logic.
So, what's in here? Do you think a Hitori Shizuka would grow here? That's what you're looking for? I hope you can find it. Not here. It blossoms, then falls quietly on the mountainsides.
Gardinia, you are certainly an enigma, and I really like you.
You're a real romantic, Gardinia. Shut up.
Oh, there are so many characters in this game that I love and so many that I hate. Actually, I think there are only 3 that I hate. If I'm thinking correctly, anyways. I could be wrong on the matter, but I want to say that there are only three people in the entire series that I just cannot stand. Pyros obviously being one of them, Elk being the second, and in the third, three I believe, and in the second game you get more unlockable characters, and one of the unlockable characters, Marlowe, is rather an annoying person. Sure, he gets better later on, but in the beginning, I just don't like it. I'm back here, men here. Don't make me get Fafnir, Fenrir, or Mjolnir, or Farnir. I'm sorry, viewers. That joke was terrible. And so, Virus Core B. Always appreciated. And I should probably slow down on my... What level field is this? 18, so I'll be able to run into a level 2 Monsieur. Go on and throw in my... Yeah, spell blades. What? Okay, apparently it's a grandpa. Neither.
What? Neither one? Let's see you later.
I believe it should get upgraded due to the season.
Looks like it changed into something better.
Yep. Got a single level and went up to the Bloody Blades. Now, if the item is really lower than the level, it may get a couple levels on it, but since this isn't a really lower leveled item, I just got the Bloody Blades, but it still may turn out to be useful because it gives me Twin Darkness, a dark type attack, and those are always appreciated. For some reason with me, dark type weapons are very rare to come by. It's actually quite annoying sometimes. Like with that battle against the 3 Menhirs. I could have really used a dark type attack on Kite's weapon. Mandragora! But I did at least manage to get through semi-alive, so that's perfectly fine. Let's get into this dungeon. Or I will devour
When I
your
see the
soul.
fluffy head of a dandelion, a thought always crosses my mind. Like it would feel good if you could fly like that? No. I think it would itch when the fluff got in your ears.
God damn it, Gardinia, I love you. Why do you gotta be so awesome, Gardinia? Seriously. Well, I think I know where I'm going to be going to grind up my golden eggs. This place will be good because it's only 2 rooms in. Hi, Phantom Wing! Don't make me get Phantom Dart. Or the Phantom Thief. But not the Phantom Menace. That movie sucks. Actually, I've never been a huge fan of the Star Wars movies in general. Maybe it's just because of me being from my generation. Maybe not. All I do know is I've just really never been a huge fan over it. Mistral. Now, what I was showing last time with the Dark Witches, with the Dark Witches, The witches are one of the few enemies that you have to use a spell on to protect Rig. And they're really good for getting good weapons like the Rod of Sea. That is a very nice weapon to manage to get, if you can. Mostly because, I'll show in just a minute. Okay. Kill this person too. There we go. Alright, now that everything's dead, let's go on into Mistral's. We can go to change equipment. And especially with Wave Masters, you're going to want to get as many different types of rods as possible, so that way you've got as many choices as possible. So with the Flaming Rod, I've got... what do I have? Flaming Rod gives me a water type attack. Huh? Okay, with the Flaming Rod I get a water type attack. With the Earth Rod I get Gondon and Magon Rom, which level 1 and level 2 spells, nice to have. With the Diabolic Rod I get the level 1 Summon and a Curse. And with the Rod of the Sea I get one level 1 and one level 2 water. So being that Mistral is a pure caster type, it's always a good idea to try and make sure you've got her as optimized as possible, which means getting her as many rods as possible. No, viewers, not that kind of rod. Though I'm sure being, well, maybe not. Well, no. Later on she does get pregnant, so I guess she is straight. Though lesbians can get pregnant too and want to have a child with their partner, so I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna shut up now. Oh god, not this type of place. Okay, I know which way I need to go. Damn. Still close enough. Now, because I've already got the Rod of the Sea, I'm not going to bother data draining these guys anymore, just because why bother? I've already got the item that I wanted to, and I've already got more than enough Virus Core A's. Okay, so I should need to go this way. Mistral, first aid. I need to take out this goddamn men here. Bitch. Come on, die. There we go. And then the bitch locks me in place. I'm not close enough. Gotcha. Or not. This is one of the reasons why I hate mage-type enemies. They just won't stay the fuck still. But they are pretty well much the go-to people for getting your better weapons for Mistral. Fire dance hat. Do the fire dance. Do a barrel roll. The fool only does a barrel roll and thinks it's truly a barrel roll. Alright, so we're down to the bottom of the dungeon. And one of the portals was not an enemy, so I've just got one portal left before ending this dungeon. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Thundercoil. Definitely want to take you out. Very, very fast. Good job, Gardinia. You got to love. So let's hack off the last little bit of this asshole's health. get the God statue and get the fuck out. Die, motherfucker! Alright, there we go. And God statue. You get the Graceful book, a silver scarab, and the yellow candy.
Did you ask me to come along so I could find this item? You think too much. Let's go back.
You think too much. How often do you hear that? It's like telling you you're a fucking moron. So that cleared that dungeon, and we did pick up a book which increases our physical accuracy by 1, which is nice. Very, very nice. Alright, before saving and quitting, I'll go on and show off this. Yep, just like the Book of Law, you cannot equip the Book of, or you cannot use the Book of Iron. Go on and search through each of my Ryu books. I've got every Ryu book now, so I no longer have to data drain quite a bit just to get the book or the Ryu books, which means unless it's a large or mid-type enemy at the moment anyways, I will not be data draining all that much. Still don't have that maxed out. Oop, okay, and the last one. The Grunty Ryu book. This Grunty the Ryu book that deals with Grunties will not be able to max out on the Grunty list until the final game. Because to max out the Grunty list, you have to have, I think, 5 noble Grunties and at least 1 of each other type of Grunty. You need to get a lot of Grunties in order to max that out. But, on the other hand, with the food, if you just collect a bunch of them, you'll unlock everything that you need. So, I've reached the maximum that I can for this game with the Grunty Ryu book. May as well go see, after giving Pyros a bunch of items, if that dumbass has decided to give me his email tree. Yep. So, now the only email tree I am missing is with Sanjuro. But that'll be saved for a later time. Cheers, viewers!